together. It was beautiful. Thank you. It's what we need after doing a bit of exercise, and that was fantastic too. Right, well, let's get cracking because I know you only have limited time. So this is attractions and Rotary actions around our district of 9930 in New Zealand. And first of all, we'll carry on, next one. This is our area, our district, as you can see, right sort of the middle part of the North Island. And the next slide will show where we all come from. And if you just stand up, I think, as we go around. So we've got Paul and Morag. Would you both like to stand up and say hi? Kia ora, that's right. And they come from Tauranga, as you can see. Maybe we've got a red light there that will show you up. Tauranga, Katikati area there. The next one we've got is Carol and Yvonne. Standing up, yes. And you can say, or you can just put a big hi out if that's better. So they're further around the coast there at Whakatane. And then we come down to Sue here.
Hi, everyone.
And she's from Ahuriri and Napier. And then we move across back to where we're going to start from, which is Murray and myself. And we are from Te Awamutu, which is just a little south from Hamilton. Right, on we go. Waikato region, so that's where Murray and I come from, that area there around Hamilton. Hamilton being the largest city. Waikato region, the Waikato River flows right through that. Waikato means flowing water, and it's very rich for dairying and also for producing horses, but dairying, sheep and beef as well. And Hobbit Town, you know, Lord of the Rings, famous. Yep, if you want to come and visit Hobbit Town, then you come to the Waikato region. Okay, next one. The biggest city in our whole district, actually, is Hamilton City. And that has the Waikato River running right through it, as you can see, and a number of bridges and beautiful walking areas along the riverbank. On we go. Other things to see there. You've got the Hamilton Gardens. Now, these are not a botanical gardens, and those people who actually came out to New Zealand, out to our district, would have seen. They are a series of garden styles down through the ages. And there are 18 there at present, and there's another 3 that they're still building. Well worth going to, lots of fun. And then you got the Balloon Festival overway, and you'll be familiar because you do balloons here. Balloon Festival, which is usually in March, beginning of April. Next one. Murray and I, we live about 20 minutes south of Hamilton, and we actually also live just down the road from this particular project that we've been working with the Te Awamutu, with the Regional Council Wetlands and Waipa County Council as well. And these are peat lakes or swamp lakes or bog lakes, whatever you want to call them. They have got a predator fence around one of the lakes there, and a predator fence, I don't know whether you're familiar with them. You are, because it keeps out all the nasties, helps you get rid of all the nasties on the inside. The only trouble was that it doesn't get rid of birds. And we have a lot of, thrush and all of those kind of birds, sparrows and everything, which are not native to New Zealand. And they form huge flocks, and they all fly into this area here. Then, of course, they poo and that is upsetting the lake there, putting a high nitrogen level in. So we had to do things to try and eradicate that. We've also put in a room there, and we've created school resource materials as well. It's an ongoing project, and we're often in there cleaning up, pulling out weeds and all of that kind of stuff. Next one. Another, yes?
What is that other language?
Maori? Yes. It's our native people of New Zealand. Right, our tangata whenua. The other fundraiser we do there is the Rotary Book Club, our Rotary Book Fair, and we'll be holding ours in August this year. It's really our one and only major fundraiser, but it gives us the funds to put back into the community for all sorts of things. Next one. Moving, as you can see, we're moving around our district area. So we go a little further south, and we're coming to King Country area. Waitomo, Wai meaning water, Tomo meaning caves. So underground water, glowworms, stalagmites, stalactites, all in that area. Beautiful Maricopa Falls as well. Moving on, further down, we get to the heart where you see that lake, Lake Taupo, which is where the Waikato River flows out from and makes its way to the sea, up further up just south of Auckland. I should say on the Waikato River, it produces 13% of our electricity for the North Island because there are 8 hydro dams along that river. Very important. Beautiful Taupo, trout fishing, if you're into that, skiing, as long as we get reasonable amount of snow, of course. You have the same problem here. And Hooker Falls, and Rotary started up the cycle challenge. You've got to go right the way around the lake, and that's been huge and is ongoing. Next one, we move over to Sue's territory now, Hawke's Bay region, over on the east coast. You've got vineyards, you've got Gannett colony, as you can see there, but also it's a very rich land. So lots of growing of vegetables and so forth, apple trees, all of that sort of thing happens. And then 1931, they had an earthquake there. And basically most of Napier Hastings was demolished. And it being 1931, Art Deco was the fashion to build. And that's what happens. And it's actually known as the Art Deco capital of the world because it's got the most Art Deco styled houses in a concentrated area. Sue here is you're head of or part of the organisation that runs the Art Deco weekend in February of every year. They have fantastic fun. Music, dress, cars, you name it. They really get into it for Art Deco. On we go. Rotary actions, well, they've got a fantastic walkway around there which you can cycle and walk all the way around Napier itself and down to Hastings. Well worth doing. Most of it is fairly flat land, so easy going. And as you can see, it was a number of Rotary clubs all in together. That's all been finished now. And they also, another thing, last year they celebrated, well, Ahuriri, which Sue belongs to, celebrated 100 years of Rotary. Mm-hmm. So what did they do? Well, let's have a musical garden, which was an idea that somebody picked up from the States here in the first place and took back. And it's most successful. We're moving further around the coast now, up towards our rocket launching place. As you can see, further around the bend there. Rocket Lab, as you can see, when it was established, and just find my notes here so I say it correctly, being scientific, end-to-end space company delivering reliable launch services, spacecraft, satellite components, and in-orbit management. They're first private company to reach space in the Southern Hemisphere, and they were established its headquarters now in California. They've been there since 2013, but they're still launching rockets in that area. We're going to move around. So that next bit, that whole big bit that sticks out there, Te Tairāwhiti, which means coast of the sunrise. So, you know, when we turned the century for 2000, guess where was the populous place? But there, because it sees the sunrise first for the day. International timeline. Beautiful beaches, absolutely lovely area. I put this bit in. We're now moved around that coast. We're coming into the Bay of Plenty, as you can see there. And this whole area right down from Lake Taupo in the centre there, and the mountains Ruapeu, which is still active, that whole area is a volcanic plateau. And we are actually on the rim of fire, as they call it, around the Pacific. We're all tied in with all of that. So yes, we get eruptions, and a very sad one in 2019 was White Island, which is just off the coast, and people lost lives or were severely burned through that, and it's a no-go place now. But other major eruptions have happened at all that time and made this volcanic area. And one of the principal cities in that area is called Rotorua, next one there. And if you want to have an experience in Māori art and culture, It's a good place to go to. They've got some fantastic dynamic shows there. You can also experience geysers and mud pools and fumaroles and all the rest of the stuff. Traditional Maori meal is a hangi, where they make a big hole in the ground and they put the hot rocks in and the food in and then cover it up with wet mats and so forth. And that's a delicious meal. On we go. One of the principal places in this is where Yvonne and Carol come, and Whakatane area, Opotiki, and they do some fundraising there. You got a trolley derby. I'd love to try that. That'd be really fun. There's a golf day as well, and Spud Grower of the Year. You can even participate in that. Next one, we move just a bit further around on that bay, and we've got Tauranga. Tauranga is one of our, I think it's the second major port, if not the major port in New Zealand. And you can see timber, dairy products, all go out through that port. It's also a very rich, fertile land, as you could imagine, with all the volcanic activity that's been there in the past. Avocados, kiwi fruit of all different colours and sizes and shapes are growing there. And it's, yes, quite a wealthy and fast-growing area. Morag and David are both in that area, and Katikati is David's Paws. I knew I got it wrong. Paws Club, and Katikati. They own, as I say, beautiful growing area and beautiful gardens, and so they fundraise by having a garden ramble around the area. And we move on. And this is our final area. It's Coromandel. As you can see, is that bit that sticks out. Wonderful beaches. If you're into beaches and surfing, particularly on the eastern side, that's the place to head to. Just beautiful scenery. And our three people who were going to be with us, they were coming from Paeroa. You can see the bottle there. It's a kind of a lemonade type thing, but it's made from the waters that they find there at Paeroa. And unfortunately, they couldn't be here for very good reasons. But that's the area they're from. Beaches, gold is another thing. Gold brought people there in the first place, and they're still trying to get more mining, but they're up against a strong battle against the people, of course, who live there. And now we come to the end. And our people would like to stand. We will have a go at singing this song. Oh dear. Yeah. So, absolutely. So you might need to close your ears, but we're going to give it a go. We will. But as you can see, what it actually means is love, faith, and peace be with us all. And it's known as a waiata, which is the Maori word for song. Is that right, Carol? And waiata. And usually it goes with actions, but I haven't learnt the actions. Maybe you know the actions. Okay. Would you like to start us off, Carol? Te aroha, te whakapono, me te rangi mari e, tato e. And again, you join in, aroha, te whakapono, me te rangi mari e, tato e. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me.
That's good. That's better than last You forgot to mention the greatest thing about New Zealand rugby.
Oh, yes, we didn't. We take it as so much as a taker.